Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine and doing well. So the topic here we are going to discuss it is the concentration of the ores and its methods. Basically, the process of concentration it includes when we have a ore, it also includes the gangue particles along with that. Now, what are these gangue particles? These are the solid waste that is present with the ore and it is not usable and it may contain the different types of rocks, sand, it may contain soil as well as it may contain the clay. So we have to remove that particle from the ore. This process is mainly known as the concentration, and for the process of concentration, we may use the four methods. The first one was hand picking, the simple physical method in which we are going to pick up the particles from the ore. The second method was the gravitation process. This process is also known as the hydraulic washing. And the third one method that we will discuss over there, it is the fourth flotation process. And the fourth one method is called as basically the magnetic separation. So we will discuss here the method number 3 and 4 because in hand picking this is a simple picking up with the help of the hands all the rock particles from the ore, and the second one is gravitation process or the hydraulic washing in which we just wash it with the help of the water and it helps to remove the particles on the base of the difference of the densities. And here we will discuss fourth flotation process and magnetic separation. So let's have a look on the fourth flotation process. Basically, in the fourth flotation process, this method is based on the wetting process, and this wetting is of the ore and the wetting of the gangue particles and ore with the help of two things. The first one is the pine oil, and the second one thing is with the water. So, how does this happen? Just have a look. This method is basically used for the type of the purification of different materials, like especially for the sulfide ore. In this method, we have a mixture of water. Three things we have to take. We take mixture of the water along with the pine oil, and plus we have to take the detergents. So it includes three materials: mixture of water with pine oil and detergents. Now this will use to agitate the ore with that material. Now what just happened in this picture, you guys can see that here we have the agitator that is put up over there, and we just put up here the ore and that mixture, and we have to agitate it with the water and the air is being supplied over there. What just happened, basically a blast of compressed air is being blown through the pipe, and we have the rotating agitation that is just moving and mixing up that material. And after that, the sulfide ores that is present in it, they become wet and they are coated by the pine oil, and they are just rise up over there. This is known as the fourth flotation process, and being fourth as it is lighter and it comes at top of the mixture, and in this container it is being collected. Now all the gangue particles that become wet by the water and they sink to the bottom of the tank, and as water is being heavier, so it just let them to settle at the bottom. So from the fourth, that is containing the sulfide ore, then it is transferred to another container, and in this process it is then washed and dried because it get wetted by the oil. So the sulfide ore is separated from the gangue because the gangue particle started to settle at the bottom, and this process is known as the fourth flotation process. Why it is known as fourth flotation process? Because the sulfide ore that is get wet by the pine oil, it comes over the surface, and this is known as the fourth. So fourth flotation process is for the concentration of the basically the ore which is containing sulfide in it. Let's have a look on the fourth one process which is known as the magnetic separation. What just happened in the magnetic separation? Basically, the ore particles that are active magnetically or that may get separated by the help of the magnet. This process is basically known as the electromagnetic separation. Electromagnetic separation. And what just happened in this process, as the ore which we are going to concentrate, it may contain two types of the particles or the impurities. It may have magnetic particles and it may have the non-magnetic impurities. Now, magnetic that are attracted towards the magnet and the non-magnetic that are not being attracted by the magnet. When we have this magnetic roller, when finely grounded ore, which is gained after crushing and grinding, it is put over that roller. Now we can see that the non-magnetic ore particles will be fall over there, and the magnetic roller will keep the magnetic particles along with that and it will fall over there. In this way, the magnetic rollers separate the magnetic particles and the non-magnetic particles in a separated beakers, and this is also a physical method for the concentration of the ore. Now the concentration of the ore that we gain by all these process, it just now being extracted by different metallurgical operations. So this was the simple concentration of the ore. I hope you guys understand, and if you have any queries, you may ask me about that. The next topic that we will discuss, it is the extraction of the metals, in which we will discuss the different process like roasting, smelting, and etc. For that time, you guys keep learning and have a good day.